All engines go.
Welcome to the CouncilCast. We are fired up and ready to go for episode 52.
You're the
being
only one that's
recorded
fired up.
on August 28th,
I'm fired up.
2018. This week, we'll have an update about Twitter and banning us, and maybe some information about Elon Musk.
Oh, we will.
Usually.
But as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit with little background and next to no expertise.
That's for
So
sure.
any of our decisions that we make are absolutely final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever. So first up, an update for all of you listeners from last week
we're
when
getting right
we
into
got insta-banned from
all-
Twitter.
All negative. Yeah, that was the quickest ban I've ever seen. It banned faster than most of the gaming companies do for their cheat software.
That was faster than getting banned in
I guess
Overwatch
it's
for
only one
aimbot.
rule, so it's really easy to check.
Faster than getting kicked out of the line at Chuck E. Cheese for punching Chuck in the face. Oh, Pikachu.
That's definitely
That
not.
is not Pikachu.
Pikachu.
I'm sorry, it's Jigglypuff.
Closer. It's not a Pokemon.
Oh, then still really far away.
It is according to the tag, a Squishimal.
This sounds tasty.
Squishy.
www.plush.com, patent pending.
What's
Guess we
the
can't
patent?
steal that idea.
What'd you patent? A stress ball?
The shape, a white stress ball.
Interesting. So Twitter contacted us, huh?
So Twitter replied to us saying that apparently McLovin's ID is not enough to validate the account.
Well,
come on.
they need more identification from us to prove that McLovin truly is who he says he is.
Send McLovin's passport.
Let me see.
Does McLovin have a passport?
My favorite thing about the email is that they said that note that submission of fake or forged documents may result in permanent account suspension.
Oh.
Well, they did add that little extra.
Really? They didn't have any humor on it? Like, really? Whoever checked it didn't really, like... I mean, if I was the person that was, like, got the McLovin ID, I'd been like, just approved.
They probably get, like, 500,000 McLovin ideas a day, though.
I know.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But how many McLovin birth certificates do they get?
So one of you is... one of you is going to have to send your legit ID. Or
we just start a new account.
Or should you just create, the CouncilCast 2?
The CouncilCast 2.
And
what about all the people
CouncilCast totally over 13? And yeah, I feel like you should totally have some documents drafted up. Like get your McLovin ID together and make a McLovin passport and a McLovin birth certificate.
Andrew's birth certificate from U.S. military. So this is like,
how do they know that's not real?
They don't. They just guess. I don't know.
They run it through a data bank.
It's
they run it through AI, man. AI. AI is here to fix it.
This is some BS.
I should send them. Obama's birth certificate. I found a picture of it here on the internet.
Yes. Actually, can we get the McLovin actor to take a picture of a printed off version of the ID, like in front of his face?
That'd be pretty good.
And then we send that in. So it's like, no, dude, see, it's totally legit.
Oh, yeah. What is that guy's name?
Wasn't it Michael Cera?
Nope. Michael Cera was the friend.
That's right.
Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
Why don't you get like we should just get a legal document that says that we're gonna sue them if they don't allow us on and upload that as our document.
For not, yeah, okay. Send Twitter a cease and desist.
Oh.
Can I send them Trump's tax forms?
No.
They don't exist either, so that's pretty hard.
ID in.
Anyway,
what was the name of that movie?
Super
bad. I was saying Breaking Bad. I'm like, that's not bad. That's not right. Here we go. I'm gonna send them this picture. Hold on. Share
No,
screen.
I think you should just put together a packet.
I'm gonna send him this. I can do this. I have.
Take the test real quick. Get notarized.
I'm gonna send him this picture right here.
See, it's me.
Look at that. It's me, you guys. It's me.
I think
I
we
swear.
We gotta get like a passport thrown together. I just tried to click the X on your screen.
You wanted to get rid of it real bad.
Yeah.
I don't need that anymore.
Go away.
Stop sharing this. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm signed in as Ethan right now, so that's weird.
Well, it's nice to see you, Ethan.
Thanks.
Joining.
Why do you do that?
I'm signed in, so because I help manage my brother's YouTube account, I am signed in to his Gmail constantly because he trusts me and knows that I won't do weird things like use his face on the internet.
Like right now.
Like right now.
Seems legit.
All right. Well, McLovin will have a packet of information to send over to Twitter next week.
I guess we'll find out. The saga continues. Join us next week with a thumbs down.
Yeah.
Thumbs down, Twitter.
Yeah, I'm throwing a big thumbs down at these guys for not giving McLovin his account back. That's kind of ridiculous.
I'm gonna start an account on Twitter that's called "Give McLovin His Account Back."
Hashtag
CouncilCast.
Justice for McLovin.
Justice for McLovin.
Actually, we should start a Kickstarter that is raising money to get our account back.
Oh yeah.
It'll have to do a GoFundMe so you get the money.
Oh,
anyway.
GoFundMe. There you go. Yeah.
What does Kickstarter takes your money away?
Kickstarter only gives you your money if you go over a certain amount.
GoFundMe is way better. You're right.
Well, I don't know that it's way better.
Just does it differently.
You know what we should do? We should just set up like a campaign, and then that's attached to our Venmo, and then we literally get every dollar minus the percentage that they take.
You have to be super specific about what emoji to use when sending us money.
Yes, we would. The poop emoji, obviously.
All right.
Moving right along.
Moving up, we'll move into our science topics for tonight with 4 gigantic rockets. I'm not sure if that's a rocket in your pocket, but it might be excited to see me.
Might be. Great transition.
I thought this was just a cool article about basically the 4 big rockets that are supposed to be launching in 2020 for spaceflight coming up here. So there's the
Blue Origin rocket looks badass.
The which one? Blue Origins? Yeah.
They painted a giant feather on it.
I mean, it's pretty sweet.
Are they sold on that feather?
It's their logo. I don't know, actually.
That's pretty cool, though. So how big is big? Because reading is hard. Oh, 22 tons.
What's the Falcon Heavy's capacity to low Earth orbit?
Payload for the Falcon Heavy is 54,000 kilograms, whatever the hell that is.
To low Earth?
Yeah, to low Earth orbit. I don't know. That's what Reddit says. I'll see what Wikipedia says.
63,000 kilograms on Wikipedia.
Payload. Oh yeah, 63,000 kilograms. That is in tons.
I mean, 63.
Are any of these
70 tons? How about that? 70 tons.
That's what it is. 70 tons.
So
it's as much or more than all of these.
Yeah, it's in the same range as the SLS, the Space Launch System.
Yeah.
Which is what the Falcon Heavy I think is supposed to be really competing with.
How many launches have they done of the Heavy?
None.
I thought they launched the Heavy.
Are any, just out of curiosity, are any of these
Yeah,
rockets?
they did the one. I watched it.
Did they do one?
How do you not know this?
Are
I
any of these
remember they
rockets?
launched something.
What's
Are any
that?
of these rockets what?
Oh, are any of these rockets planning to carry 2 of every animal to Mars?
I mean, if any of them are gonna do it, it will be the
Gargantuan.
What'd they name it? SpaceX, the
BFR.
the big fucking rocket.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's named after the BFG in Doom, which is the big fucking gun. Yeah, that thing's gonna be ridiculous. I mean,
Who was the last rocket that like went up and then like fell over because they didn't do it right?
fell over?
Like it went.
A lot of other places other than the United States.
Ah,
Yeah, the payload to low Earth orbit for the BFR comparatively is 150,000 kilograms reusable, 250,000 kilograms if you're expending the rocket.
well, that's awesome. So they're launching a bunch of big rockets. Are they like just going up for checking stuff out, or they're doing something else?
To launch bigger payloads. I mean, the BFR is intended to do shit like send heavy shit to Mars.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
yeah, the Falcon Heavy is what they launched
Yeah, that was
Elon's
a big one.
Tesla with.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
but the BFR is, I mean, that's his Mars rocket. To
Yeah,
my
that's the
knowledge.
bigger one.
I don't.
Did they send his car to Mars just in case he ever gets to go there?
Pretty much.
That's good. Because I would feel weird knowing that Elon Musk was driving around on Mars on anything other than a Tesla. So
Apparently, I just searched for BFR SpaceX, and apparently, as of 1 day ago, SpaceX wants to use the first Mars-bound BFR spaceships as Martian habitats.
Oh, to reuse the rockets, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah. So you land there and you reuse your rocket as your home, basically.
so you've been
Manufacture of the first ship was underway by March 2018, with first suborbital test flights planned for 2019. The company public stated an aspirational goal for initial Mars-bound cargo flights of BFR launching as early as 2022, followed by the first crewed flight to Mars, one synodic period later in 2024.
Holy shit.
So they're going to launch. They plan, and this is Elon timeframe, so add 10 years. But they plan on launching the first Mars cargo flight in 2022 and putting people there in 2024.
So the BFR has a
It's massive.
payload to low Earth orbit of 275 tons.
Yeah, compare that to the Saturn V.
I don't know.
It's bigger than the Saturn V. Here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, the Falcon Heavy was almost the Saturn.
oh, Blaine froze. That's a big rocket. Well, Blaine has froze, so we're gonna keep the show going by.
Did you see my big rocket?
That is a big rocket. Blaine froze. I don't know. This has never happened before.
He is kind of froze.
He's frozen. He's also hosting, so I don't know if he's coming back. Yeah. Well, that's a huge ass rocket that you have in your bedroom, though. So, how much bigger do you think the actual rockets are? Like, like 2 times?
No, I can tell you.
What is that? A rocket for ants? It has to be at least 3 times that size.
The Saturn V is the Lego one I have is approximately 1/110th scale. So 110 times bigger?
Damn.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's how that works. One of our listeners will surely chime in and let us know.
And it's like 3 feet tall.
It still says we're live, but for some reason I don't believe it.
What? You don't believe we're live anymore?
CouncilCast has joined the call.
Yeah, what's going
Oh, there it
on
is.
here?
Pretty
Whoa,
sweet.
we got 2 Blaines.
What happened?
My internet just dropped.
Oh, well, I was busy showing off my rocket.
It's
Well,
110 times bigger than the actual rocket.
It's not.
I'm pretty sad that I
that
missed
hurt.
it.
I mean, it's the Lego Saturn V. Yeah, the Saturn V. Where's the? I can't.
So the Saturn V had a payload of 130 tons.
Yeah, so it's double,
almost double, or just more than double.
And the Saturn V is like one of, if not the most powerful machine that man has ever built.
So I guess the deal is that all these rockets, they're just going to get outclassed by the bigger rockets.
I cannot wait to see a BFR fly, if it ever does.
We should do a live watching of a BFR flying on CouncilCast when it happens. So like we will watch it from our separate places together on TV or wherever it's being streamed.
We'll have commentary, live commentary is what you're saying.
Yeah, yes, we should do that too.
There we go.
Well, cool. Big rockets, big thumbs up. 2 of them.
Yeah,
I wish my thumb could be a rocket pointing up. That's how awesome it is. I'd say more for spaceflight. Go.
Go.
One thing that we could probably deal less with is more Verizon fucking things up for everybody.
Thanks, Verizon. Thanks, Obama.
Is it really? Like, I agree that them throttling the firefighters is fucking it up, but I mean, can they just? I mean, aren't they okay with just being done with 3G devices?
Yeah. So I mean, I would say that this is probably an okay story, but Verizon is going to stop activating 3G only phones on their network, which I guess is fine. I mean, I think for the most part, everybody is all the phones on their network are running voice over LTE.
Yep. Which sounds so good, by the way.
HD, man.
I mean, it sounds really good. Finally, my grandma can talk to me over the phone without saying what like 1,000 times. So good story, Silas.
I guess good for them. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, things are going to change. Technology is going to get. We've watched it happen 100 times, and yet we still get upset about it when it changes. Well, why are they getting rid of that thing that doesn't work as good as the other stuff that's out there, and we're not happy about it.
The only thing I can see is like it's going to probably cut down on the number of just cheap ass phones that you can get as feature phones for people who don't want smartphones or whatever. Those phones are going to either have to be updated to have LTE or they're going to have to be.
Well, those phones
whatever.
Right now, typically the people who are getting those phones aren't going to Verizon anyway. They're going to Target and getting a track phone, or Cricket or some
That's probably
other,
true.
Company. Wait, did we have an episode where we found out that Cricket was bought up by Verizon, or that's some other? Verizon has some other something.
They have their own thing. Yeah,
Their own.
I can't remember what they're called though.
So that cheap ass Verizon, that poor man's Verizon, is probably still allowing 3G.
I don't know.
It wasn't specified by the article.
I guess that's a good question. I mean, are they going to still allow carriers on their network, MVNOs on their network to still activate 3G devices or not?
Just can't wait for that 5G speed. That's what I'm waiting for.
So I don't know. I'd say give it a thumbs up. Get rid of the old shit.
Yeah,
Bring us 5G.
You know, I'll give it a thumbs down because they should have gotten rid of 3G while simultaneously giving us 6G. They're going to get rid of something. I want something twice as good.
There you go. True story. Although maybe what they should get rid of is throttling for unlimited data users.
Yeah.
Like they did for the, I don't know, did you guys read about the story or hear about the story about the fire department in California?
I feel like you told me. I can't remember who told me, but yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you right now.
I know. I mean, I saw what happened.
It's asinine.
The deal is that there was a fire department in California fighting the wildfire, which is like one of the worst ones in history of California right now that we know of in this universe, and maybe any unknown universes.
Other worse off Californians.
But apparently they ran their mobile. It sounds like
they thought they were on an unlimited plan.
Yeah. And they ran their computers off of this when they were in the field, and they apparently hit their maximum unlimited limit of 25 gigs and started getting throttling.
Right.
And when they called, I think this was my favorite part, when they called Verizon, the Verizon representative, I'm going to quote them, the Verizon representative confirmed the throttling, but rather than restoring them to essential data transfer speeds, they indicated that the fire department would have to switch to a new data plan at more than twice the cost, and they would only remove throttling after they contacted the billing department to switch to that new data plan.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, I mean, people need to burn this.
I wonder if they would be so laissez-faire about it if the Verizon building was also on fire.
Well, here's what I think happened was some desk jockey who was just reading off of a script and not using their brain just was like, oh, well, it says if they want to stop throttling, next bullet point, you need to update your plan through billing services. Do not give the customer any other options. Sorry, sir, there are no other options. I think that's exactly what happened.
I'm sure that's what happened, but the fact of the matter is, why should have this happened in the first place? I mean, you've seen the Verizon ads lately. They literally have 3 unlimited plans.
Yeah, that's strange.
How the hell does that make sense? How can you have different levels of unlimited?
Because they did surveys that said that people buy their plans more if it says unlimited. Hey, what if we just make all of our plans different levels of unlimited? Because we all know that there are multiple levels to unlimited / infinity /
essentially, we're back to the days of data caps, but at least the data caps are higher than what they used to be, but it's literally no different than what we had before at this point in time.
Are you sure?
Am I sure what?
It's the same.
Well, I mean, it kind of is. You can buy a tiered data plan, and once you hit your data cap, you're going to be cut off or throttled until you pay more money. I mean, it just so happens that now it happens at 25 gigs versus, before it happened at 8
megs.
Or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the problem. There are 2 problems with this. One, it is an issue of Verizon not having better trained employees, because what the person should have said is, let me get my manager. You have a real problem that I am not equipped at this level to handle. At my current level to handle. And 2, the second problem is that because of be, because of the fact that the fire department was fighting a huge ass fire and people's lives are at stake. It became a hot button topic for a lot of people to write about. Yes, I'm sure that it got resolved at some rate, but like the headline is Verizon tries to murder people, you know. And it's like we're blowing a out of proportion a ill-equipped employee. And I mean, if that person had, there would be no headline if the person had just said, let me get my manager for a second. And the manager's like, oh man, we should just give them free internet. And then they're like, oh, Verizon gives firefighters free internet to save lives. You know, that could have been the new headline. So they just, I don't know. The second problem is that they don't have everyone there trained in public relations. The end. So I give a thumbs down to fires and fire sales.
I give a thumbs down to Verizon for not being clear.
Oh yeah, I'll give them down 1, 2.
1 and 2.
Oh my god, a fire sale.
A fire sale. You know who might be having a fire sale is Walmart when they join up with Microsoft to take on Amazon.
This is going to be something to watch.
Apparently, Walmart has decided to work with Microsoft to further accelerate their digital transformation in retail. So I'm not exactly sure how Microsoft is going to help them yet.
Oh man, they're gonna use what's his name, Zumba, Zordon, Watson. That's his name. I knew it was
That's
towards
IBM.
I knew it was towards the end of the alphabet. Yeah.
Apparently, they're talking about Microsoft developing a cashierless technology powered by Azure. So it sounds very similar to the cashierless stores that Amazon has been talking about. I think they just opened a second one in Seattle this week.
Oh really?
I think so.
I watched a Nerdwriter video about that.
So I mean, it would be pretty interesting if Microsoft could actually get something that works, and if Walmart's able to roll it out across the country. I mean, Walmarts are obviously everywhere right now, it seems like.
I tell you what, though, Walmart, so much for Walmart in the shipping department, and it seems like one of the most unorganized, most dysfunctional places on the face of the planet. And Amazon, for the most part, is, from what I can understand, very organized. Have you heard any other accounts of the Amazon shipping department being organized or unorganized, one way or the other?
I don't know anything about it.
I mean, I've seen videos or heard of things inside of Amazon's warehouses that are extremely automated, but
exactly. I have heard about that too, and like robots moving boxes around and all kinds of stuff. Automated things, making it faster. And it does not seem like, whenever I talk to my father-in-law about it, he's like, a truck shows up and then we just are told, go unload it somewhere. And when there's not a place to put stuff, it just sits over in a corner somewhere. I'm like, how do you not know when stuff is coming? How's that even possible? Oh man, when I order something, I'm like waiting by the door all the time. But
maybe that's what Microsoft is going to help them with, is their warehouse management.
that could definitely help. That would definitely help out a lot.
If Walmart had a cashierless system, would you be more or less likely to go to shop at Walmart?
Basically, the way I understand Walmart is that they currently have a cashierless system, but then you also can't check out. So, because every time I go into Walmart, there's 500 people waiting in line for one cashier. That's my answer.
Cool. Do you like, is cashierless systems something you'd be interested in if it wasn't at Walmart?
I mean, I guess what I would say is the cashierless systems is not going to be a reason that I'm going to go to Walmart.
Yeah.
Maybe it would help Silas's story, where if people aren't having to wait in line, then you could actually buy something.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if we got to the point, I mean, that's basically we have it self. I always get excited when I see a self checkout at places, which is the cashierless system. To like, I mean, it's a more sophisticated version of self checkout, right? Because you are, as you're picking stuff up, and the cameras and Big Brother are watching you take care of that, then they just charge it to your account. And if you don't pay your tab at the end of the month, then you get repurposed, and people just pretend like you don't exist anymore.
You go and work at the Walmart Supercenter.
You can go work at the distribution center, and you have to move boxes. And your punishment is they sometimes will bring an extra truckload without telling you what's in it.
I think it's interesting that Walmart and Microsoft are trying to take on Amazon here. I'm not sure how it's going to work out yet, but
yeah, that part to me is really funny. Like, I imagine this going like this is how Walmart and Microsoft both end. Like going mad trying to we're going to take down Amazon, and they just keep pushing more and more money at these options to take down Amazon, and in the process go completely bankrupt, making Amazon even more powerful. And Target, in the meantime, is in the corners just like, yeah, we're just gonna keep
selling you crap.
Keep selling us. We're still open. We're still open. Brick and mortar, here we are.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up because I think that some competition in this is interesting, and I like the idea of reducing lines when I walk in and out of stores. So not that I want to go to Walmart per se,
right?
But if this is adopted in some more stores, I think I'd be more interested.
I would be interested as well.
And most likely, I'm going to be the last place in the world to get it. So,
Yeah, well, maybe.
Yay for technology.
Yeah.
I mean, thumbs up, technology.
Oh, yeah. I'll give that a thumbs up, too.
It's interesting to see a competitor in the space.
Yeah.
Speaking of technology, would you like some technology that transforms your car into a flying car?
This thing is like a travesty.
I watched this video. I could not believe that they were actually doing this. For everybody who is watching on our awesome video stream, I'm not going to show it to you. But the makers of this video turned a Reliant Robin, which is a tiny ass car, into a flying helicopter, basically. And I thought at first when I watched this, I thought like, oh, this would be kind of cool. Maybe he's got like a little like hand crank or a little engine there to turn the propeller. And then I watched it and I realized he was getting towed by another car. And I'm like, oh my God, this is going to end so poorly.
Is that what's turning the propeller?
Yeah. So yes, just speed. It's like a kite.
No way. It can't generate enough lift, right?
Oh yeah. Did you watch the video?
No, not all the way through yet.
Oh yeah, it definitely flies. I mean,
I did not expect it to be able to generate enough lift.
What?
Controlled flight would be a bit of a stretch.
But he still has the steering wheel, right?
Why do they have somebody in it?
Because he has to drive it. He has to fly it.
He's not doing anything. He's just sitting there.
Wait until you get to the end. It actually shows right before he crashes.
Oh, my God, it fucking works. Is everybody just like cheering their asses off? There seem to be people there.
I'm sure there were.
Oh, yes. It crashed.
How is the propeller continuing to spin fast enough to pulling through the air? Just because they're going faster and faster and faster?
Because he's going fast enough. Yeah.
So the blades are meant to be like the auto-rotating kind of deal.
Yes. I mean, on helicopters, your blades will auto-rotate.
Oh my God, he's way out of control.
And I think that's what they're using here is they're basically creating an auto-rotation scenario to generate lift. with speed, and then he crashes.
You're right, puppy. They're Australian, aren't they?
This is legitimately amazing. Is he actually flying it with a stick?
Yeah.
He has a stick. I think there must be. I can't. It's kind of hard to tell in the video, but he must have like some rudder, or maybe there's some tilty thing to the way that the propeller controls it. But he's trying.
I think it's just like an arcade game style joystick in there for him, so he feels like he's flying it, but really it's just out of control.
That was legit. Did they wait? It sounds like it's really windy. Did they wait for a really strong wind to drive into?
Probably.
That's
thumbs up, man. Hey, why not? You go do weird stuff and I'll watch it on the internet.
This is something I would have done.
I like how the dude, like, right before he crashes, he's like trying to hold on to the roof.
Yeah.
Like, this thing is totally gonna roll over and crush me.
Oh man,
that was pretty amazing.
I give him a thumbs up for trying, man. That's awesome. Good work.
Go to town.
So maybe you two can make a flying car next. I don't know if that's the exact model I would have gone for, but
I'll fly it, unless you want to, Matt.
We can make it a double-seater.
We'll make it a DeLorean, and then we'll fly back in time.
You know what won't make you go back in time, though, is nuking Mars.
Oh.
Yeah, it won't. You're probably right.
So this week in Elon Musk and other weird shit, Elon Musk a few weeks ago talked about possibly basically terraforming Mars by nuking the shit out of it. Because that makes sense. The idea is that apparently in order to make an atmosphere on Mars, you have to have carbon dioxide. And there apparently is not a lot of it on Mars.
And if he sends a Tesla there, he's not going to create enough carbon dioxide. Oh, that's carbon monoxide. Never mind. Keep going.
He won't create enough of anything doing that.
Yeah, no.
But the idea is actually that you could take since there are ice caps on Mars, the idea being that if you nuke them, you could actually create carbon dioxide that would then enter the atmosphere. Except scientists said, yeah, you know what? There's not enough ice to do that. So
how do they know? They haven't been there.
Yes, you're right.
I love how both of you are like, yeah, but they know, but they still know us.
I think this was an interesting idea. It's an interesting thought experiment, but obviously not very realistic. I think people have been thinking about this idea for a while, so Elon Musk just showing up and saying, hey, let's do this.
Yeah, Musky baby. I don't know. That's just not going to work, buddy.
Yeah, good idea, but no.
Well, you know what? Thumbs up for Elon Musk just saying weird stuff. And people getting the conversation going.
Getting the ball.
You know?
Why not? I'll give it a thumbs up for, wanting to send nukes to somewhere other than another place on Earth.
Yeah,
so.
we gotta nuke Mars before it nukes us first. Mutually assured destruction.
America first.
Trying to rebel.
Mars second.
We better cleanse the surface of Mars before we go there, just like every other explorer has done in our history.
I've seen Mars attacks more than once. I know what they're capable of.
Oh, yeah. We come in peace. Yeah.
We come in peace. We come in peace. They came in peace. And he releases a dove. And fucking shoots it.
I love that movie. I didn't realize until just like the other day that Tim Burton directed it.
Oh, yeah.
That was a Tim Burton movie?
Yeah. I had no idea. I was watching Red Letter Media. And so Red Letter Media, if you guys are watching, thank you for informing me. I know you aren't watching, but who knows? This might get out there today.
They talked about Mars attacks on Red Letter Media?
Yeah, they talked about a lot of things on there, but they were talking about the movie Ed Wood, which is about the director Ed Wood, but it was played by
Ed Wood.
Ed Wood played himself in the movie. No, Johnny Depp played Ed Wood, and they were talking about, oh, that was the last great Tim Burton movie, and after that, it just kind of went downhill into schlockville, using their words. And then they talked about Mars Attacks, and one of them liked Mars Attacks, and then was like, oh, that movie is awful.
Oh no, it's so good.
I think it's hilarious.
It's hilarious, and it's filled with people who had no business being in that movie.
Exactly, which makes it, for me, just incredible that they would want.
Who's in that shit? Fucking Jack Nicholson, Pierce Brosnan.
Yep.
Was the big boxer guy? Was that Evander?
Oh my gosh! You know what IMDb says?
Jack Nicholson, Glenn Close.
Yeah, Glenn Close. Forgot.
Pierce Brosnan, Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito, I forgot him. Yeah, he plays the
Michael J. Fox.
Who plays the big
Martin Short, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Jim Brown plays Byron Williams.
Jim Brown, yep. Natalie Portman. Jack Black.
Michael J. Fox, yeah. Sarah Jessica Parker.
There's so many. There are so many people in this movie.
It's stacked, dude. Annette Bening.
That is amazing.
I love how those two kids
I don't know how they got this many super freaking famous people to be in this just garbage movie. It's so good though. It makes me. It's so funny.
I love it. I want to watch it again. Actually,
I just always thought the movie was extremely hilarious. And the guy that plays the military guy, he's from Full Metal Jacket. What the hell's his name?
Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Natalie Portman was in that movie.
And then those two kids who are playing the arcade game, shooting the aliens, and then the real aliens show up and they steal one of the alien guns and they start shooting the aliens.
Wait, maybe it's not the guy that played in Full Metal Jacket.
Pierce Brosnan.
Where is this guy? Is it
Tom Jones? Oh.
Oh, it must not have been. Who is that guy? Because the Full Metal Jacket guy is Vincent D'Onofrio. I can't say his last name.
Sure.
Yeah, that guy. But who's the guy in Mars Attacks that is God damn it, this is gonna kill me.
Richard Irving?
Is who you think I'm thinking of?
I don't know, I'm just starting to read off all the names of the people.
No, that's not him. I'm looking through the cast on Google. I'll find it this way probably. No, it was damn it, I'm such a moron. It was Jack Black.
Oh.
I was like, there he is. Yeah, it was totally Jack Black. He was just completely
I also love how
head and stuff though. I thought.
I love how was it more than one person who played multiple parts? Because Jack Nicholson played the president and Art Land.
Yeah, he played the guy who was selling the Vegas casino, basically, and yeah, he played the president too. That was so good. The movie's legit. I think if I don't have it, I should, and we should definitely watch it when I get the theater stuff set up.
Yes, I want to watch that.
It's so good.
Indeed.
All right. Wrapping up this episode of the CouncilCast, we have our Elon Musk
Council Attacks.
I think Elon Musk should remake Mars Attacks.
Oh yeah, and just give it the biggest budget.
And in Mars Attacks, it would actually just be actual attacks on Mars. So it would be the remake would not be Mars coming to attack Earth. It would be us attacking Mars.
Exactly.
This is perfect. He could film it on Mars. This would be awesome.
Film it on Mars. Film the nukes happening on Mars.
No nukes, no nukes, no nukes.
This is perfect. All right. That's my suggestion for Elon Musk.
A good one.
I don't have a suggestion.
I have a pitch. I think that Elon Musk should team up with Kmart to take down
I got bad
Google.
news for you, buddy.
What? Elon Musk died?
No, isn't Kmart not a thing anymore?
Let's see.
It's
Kmart.
not.
There's got to be at least one of them that's still in going out of business.
I'm pretty sure Kmart is dead.
Kmart.com. It's still around.
What?
Catch these deals while you can.
Their website's totally broken.
If they did not take down their website, if it's like
Some server on somewhere.
if it's just like a website where nothing happens, but you can they still are collecting money because people are stupidly buying things online from a store that doesn't exist. That'd be amazing. Well, yeah. So I want Elon Musk to revive Kmart.
Kmart's still a thing.
Yeah, I guess I still have some stores open.
Did not know that. At a news article as new as, where is this? January. Iowa will lose 2 Kmart stores, 1 Sears location.
Yeah, well, apparently on August 23rd, they announced that 13 more stores were going to close by the end of November. So
Elon Musk and Kmart should take down Google because Walmart and Microsoft are taking on Amazon. That's my Elon Musk idea.
all right, Matt.
I don't have an idea. I guess my idea is decide what the hell you want to do with your goddamn company. Public, private, public.
He officially said that they're going to stay public.
I saw, and people seem to think, given reflection in the current, like what he was going to have to do to take it private, it seems like the correct decision. But he's going to have to answer some questions to the SEC. So
He just needs to get together with Michael Dell.
well, I mean, I assume he did. So yeah, I don't know.
Maybe Elon Musk can buy Apple, and then Apple can buy
Kmart.
Tesla,
Yes,
and then he
Elon
can take
Musk
them
is gonna buy
private.
biggest goddamn.
Elon Musk will buy Apple, and then Apple will buy Kmart, and they will take down Google and Amazon.
Perfect.
I love it. This is a good episode.
It was Apple that just blew past $1 trillion, wasn't it?
Are they actually past? I don't think they're past it yet, are they?
I thought they had.
I think they're on the edge right now.
I thought somebody had.
Or did they pass it and then go back under? I thought I checked yesterday and they weren't. Maybe Apple will buy Tesla and take it private.
Yes. That's what I want to have happen. Cool.
Well, I guess it did. It hit $1 trillion earlier this month.
Yeah, with Amazon chugging along, not too far behind.
Well, with that, I'm going to call the council meeting adjourned. I want to thank you all for listening. We record this podcast live Tuesday nights on YouTube. And if you liked what you saw and want to check out all of our past episodes of the CouncilCast, you can go to councilcast.org.
They won't.
You can also find the audio files on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. And if you have a topic you'd like the council's decision on, you can email us at councilcast@gmail.com. Or probably can't connect with us on Twitter yet.
Nope.
Or you can search for us on Facebook by searching for the CouncilCast.
Fantastic.
Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye.